All right, we are back inside the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge. And speaking of the Patriots, we got somebody who loves the Patriots. Don't know why. But anyway, we have someone, like I said, I'll put 5 stacks, that she can juke you out, outrun you, and at the same time,
Juke you out,
right. Same time to give you a nice charming smile. None other than, well, first, this young lady, she played rugby, LFL, right? And she plays USA flag football. None other than Miss Santia, Queen of Abs, Deck, a.k.a. Trackbaby. What's up, darling? How you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Yes.
I'm good. First of all, I was very impressed, when I looked you up and watched your videos, and, I know you go on Instagram a lot and you do IG Live, whatever it's called. What is it called? The TV, what is it called?
IGTV.
IGTV, and showing my age. But anyway, you get on there and, you give inspiration speeches and talk about your life, whatever. It's very impressive. And it says, you play football. Like you said, you play football. We see that. But I want to know, what piqued your interest in football? What made you want to play football?
Well, I grew up with 3 brothers, and I had a sister, but she's a lot older than me, so she wasn't really in the house. So, and one of those brothers are my twin. So having a twin brother, all of them play football. All of them are running backs. So I grew up in a football home, and I was training with them, like as soon as I could really walk. So I was always, doing the, things with them, and just always doing super athletic stuff and fighting and racing and playing basketball and running routes and everything. So it kind of came natural, but I don't think I really thought about playing until I graduated from college, because I got introduced to flag football and I just fell in love with it. But I mean, I grew up with it. I grew up with football, so it just kind of came natural.
It's funny because you are the sister that I always wanted. I love my sisters, Rachel and Rhonda, Wanda. I love y'all, but I was always having my little sister.
I can tackle you, though? I can tackle you?
I was trying to get my little sister to play football with me outside, and come on, we're going to do this. And
ain't she tougher than some of you football players? She out playing rugby, yo, for real. Did you have a favorite football player growing up? Who was your favorite football player?
Barry Sanders.
Of course. I mean,
I thought I was thinking that already, right?
Yeah.
That's what's up. I loved him, but hated him at the same time because he used to kill the Bears.
Hey, that was my favorite running back. I'm sorry. What was it about him though? That
I mean, he's very, just look how he moved. I just haven't seen anybody, even to this day, to me at least, that moves like him. Like, he was just so abnormally flexible, and just how he could just break people down. And then he's short like me, and then just footwork. Like, I'm obsessed with footwork when it comes to football players. So if you have good footwork, I'm automatically like you in some way. But just seeing how he was just so different, and that's who I honestly play like. That's what people always say, oh, are you Barry Sanders' daughter and whatnot? So I model my game around him. And it wasn't like I was just watching his videos and I'm trying to do that's just naturally just how I play.
Right.
So when I realized oh man, look at this dude. I saw him one day, I was like, dang, yo, he's dope. And after that, I was just obsessed. I just was watching his videos and everything. And yeah, I mean, to this day, that's my favorite football player. Ain't nobody to me like him right now.
Yeah, that's mine also.
And to think about it, right? How they stop plays, right? Imagine them stopping the plays that Barry Sanders did, right? The times when people wrapped him up and thought he was down, but he made it. They would stop those plays.
Right. Have you ever met him or?
Nah, man, not yet. That's one person I do want to meet, and I'm not really a type of person that want to meet people, but he just, I would want to shake his hand.
I'm the same way, because that's my favorite player. Him and Dion was always my favorite players, and I went to we got to cover the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and that's what I was looking for. And I probably was gonna nut up. Yeah, they probably kicked me out. I was looking for him. Where Barry?
Like, excuse me, sir.
Marshall Falk came up there to me.
Excuse me, sir. Can you leave?
Marshall Falk came to me. Hey, what's up, bro?
What up, yo? What
you know
what
Barry
at?
Yeah. So, but no, I feel you. Now we mentioned that you played in the Legends Football League, and a lot of people still don't take that seriously. It's hard too. I'm not going not as far as like that. It's just being real, just looking, men and everything.
Yeah.
But how serious do the women take it?
I mean, I had a very short stint in that league, and the women are legit athletes. They can really play. Honestly, they can probably play better than some of the dudes nowadays. The thing with that league is it's almost like WWE to me. It's just like for entertainment, like for the owners.
I heard that.
And unfortunately, the athletes have to suffer because of that. And that's why I had to step back. So I'm like, yo, this isn't a good look for my brand, because people coming to the games not even knowing like what position you play. They just like, oh, they half naked, so let me just come and watch. And they're not paying attention to the fact that they really out there playing. Right. And so to me, like, I remember standing on the sideline and just hearing just provocative things, like just dudes yelling drunk, and I'm just like, y'all not going to stop this? Like, this is so, like, low for y'all to allow men to just be yelling these things at these girls. Right. And I'm just like, this is too much. Like, I'm the type of person, I'm going to turn around and slap you, and it's going to be an issue. So I had to just be like, y'all got it. Like, it's not for me. Now, I don't know how it is now. I heard it's a lot different now. But when I was playing, it
when
was
did you
out
play?
of control. About 2 years ago.
It's a lady, they used to call her the Walter Payton of, I forgot her first name. She was on the show. Good Lord, I forgot her name. But she came on my show when it was a podcast, and she was a running back. And she said, I can't think of her name. Cynthia. Her name's Cynthia. Her name's Cynthia. I think it's Cynthia Freeman. But either or. But she said the same thing, that it was, at that point, it was more of entertainment. Yeah. And it wasn't about skill set. And that's why she's not in it now, because they kind of pushed her out. She was getting too much notoriety for her play, and they didn't want that.
It's kind of like what they push, though, right? The entertainment, the sexy part, as opposed to the athlete that the woman is or what she can be. It's more so from the what they're wearing. From right.
I mean, sex sells, but I mean, if that's what you want to be a part of, then that's more proud to you. But like I said, I heard it's a lot better now, so maybe they got pants on now, so that's a change. That's good.
And once again, we're here with Miss Santia, Queen of Abs, Deck, also known as Trackbaby. She's in the building with us. Did you got a question to ask her?
Yeah. Now you know we did talk about you played rugby and you were good at it, and I know we kind of talked about it a little bit. But how, other than that, how different is the LFL from rugby? Of course, other than the sexist and that part of it.
As far as I know, and again, to anybody that plays LFL, I haven't played in a long time, so I don't know what's different. But there is no up to LFL. It's like you play and that's it. They weren't getting paid at the time. I don't know if they're getting paid now. I'm sorry, now there was just a lot of stuff that was just going on that wasn't, to me, like, just appropriate. Rugby is a legit sport that's in the Olympics now. And, you get paid, you get contracts, you get insurance, everything, and whatever, it's a professional sport. And it's international, you get to travel the world. You don't got pads on, so you're out there, it's bone-on-bone contact. I mean, as far as, like, which one is tougher, just because you could kind of be reckless in LFL, I would say that was honestly more dangerous, because it was girls out there clotheslining people. And close fisting people. So it's like it was just out of control. I mean, rugby, you gotta actually wrap, which I heard they're actually implementing that's like style of tackling for football now. Like, football, they just be out there
doing whatever,
going head first and getting concussions and stuff. Not to say that you're not gonna get a concussion in rugby, but it's still safer the way that you have to take somebody down. So yeah.
All right, you gonna stick around just A little bit longer, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll be back with Miss Santia, and we're going to take a quick break. All right, we are back inside the three-point conversion sports lounge with Miss Santia, Queen of Abs Deck. We'll just start calling it Track Baby. That's Miss Track Baby. So you played track. I mean, you did track, right?
Yeah,
you ran
I ran track all my life.
Yeah.
You couldn't play it. You can't really play track.
I know, right? I played track before, but you can. You just not, you know. That's when you're not on the track team.
Right.
Hey, that's run, that's race. Yeah. So your dream is to go to the Olympics. Mm-hmm. You talked about that. Like I said, go follow her on Instagram. It's Queen of Abs.
It's Trackbaby.
Trackbaby. Okay, then Queen of. Okay, so Trackbaby 001, right? Okay, and I saw Queen of Abs on there, so I guess that's just the name.
Yeah, that's my brand.
Okay,
yeah.
So you talked about that, and you wanted to go as a track star, I think, but now it seems like the door might have opened up for you to go to the Olympics. Is that correct?
Yeah. So I always wanted to go to. Well, I always thought track was gonna be like the sport that got me to the Olympics. But when I graduated, I tried to go pro in track, but I kept getting injured. And so I told myself the last time I got injured, I was like, look, if I get injured again, I'm done with this. And so I ended up getting injured, so I let it go, and then I found football. And then rugby kind of just came out of nowhere. Literally, I was on Facebook one day. This was like five years ago, I guess, 4 or 5. And the USA coach at that time had DM'd me on Instagram or Facebook. And he was like, hey, would you want to, be a part of the USA team for rugby? And at that time, I had no idea what rugby was. I thought it was just a male sport. And I was like, yeah, but I don't know what this is. I didn't even know girls play. He was like, oh, it's cool. I'll teach you. You're fast. So, the next week, I was flown out to Cali to the Olympic Center. When I landed, he got fired. And the new lady that came in, she had a whole different plan. She was like, why are you here? You don't even know what you're doing. Just real rude. Yeah. And I'm just like, yo, I was just invited out here. I don't know what's going on. And so she just said, well, when you learn how to play, you can come back.
So, go ahead.
Yeah, so after that, I let it go for 4 years. And then people kept tagging me recently on just all these rugby videos. And I was like, you know what? Let me actually try to learn how to play this sport. And so I found a coach on LinkedIn, and he invited me to a practice, and the rest is history. I've only been playing 10 months, so I'm extremely new to the sport, but I've been doing very well. So this looks like this could be my chance to go, So I went in mysterious ways.
Yeah. That's awesome. So you didn't decide to, when the coach left, you didn't you didn't try to enter the transfer portal? No, just play. You're college football.
He did. I'm with him. Hey.
Right. Go ahead.
So now you're about to be part of a reality show called Flex. Can you give us a little information regarding that?
Yeah. So Flex is a show about pretty much fitness or celebrity fitness trainers, and it's kind of about our lives. Because everybody, when they think about personal trainers, they automatically assume we just work out. We don't do anything else. We don't have any other life. We just work out and sleep and work out, and that's it.
Eat right.
Yeah, and I'm just like, nah, it's a lot that goes on in trainers, lives. Definitely when you're dealing with celebrities, just that part of things. And then a lot of us have, children, or some of us are married and things like that. Some of us, we might not be in tip-top shape, but we have amazing stories that, and things that we're dealing with to get to that point. And people don't really realize the story behind the fitness. Mm-hmm. And so this is kind of giving everybody inside scoop on, hey, look at, what really goes on. Just don't assume we don't work. Some people ask me all the time, well, do you have fun? do you eat unhealthy sometimes? Do you party? I'm like, yo, I'm still a 20-year-old. Right. I still have a life. And I'm just so this is actually awesome for me because I'm like, okay, now I can answer all y'all's questions and I can kill y'all's assumptions. Right. We still party, have lives, drama, whatever else. So.
No, I ain't gonna lie, cause I was gonna have donuts for everybody.
You should have, man. I like donuts.
I thought she probably gonna knock it in my hand, man. If you don't get that crap out of my face.
That's crazy.
So
I'm not.
He doing the same thing they do, right?
Like that. It is trainers like that, but me, like.
No, but you look at your abs. I mean, I'm like, nah.
She is the queen of abs.
Yeah,
So.
nah.
But you know what's funny? It's a lot of trainers that don't eat healthy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like how they do it, I don't know. And it's mostly guys. Girls is different. I don't really know too many girls that can eat like dudes and still have six packs. But, it's like we are still regular people, like we're human.
So I kind of talked about it already, but you're a football fan. Who do you have in the Super Bowl?
The Patriots, man.
Why do you like the Patriots?
I just do look, first of all, everybody think I'm a bandwagoner or whatever. Let me clear the air. Like, I'm not. I've been a fan since I was a kid, Why? I don't know. I gravitated towards that team for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. And they just happen to be the GOAT. Like, and this is the thing. For everybody that's hating on them, like, is your team in the Super Bowl? If not, sit down.
So I'm trying to catch. You said that you were fan since you were a kid.
Don't ask me too many questions.
Right, that's why I'm trying to catch it, right? She said she's a fan since she was a kid. Tom Brady been there 20 years almost. And then she also said that I'm still in my 20s. So somewhere in that range, like 5, 6, 7, somewhere in there, right? When Tom Brady came, right?
It wasn't even about him, though. It was just like, I just liked the team. I don't know. Like, I can't tell you why.
It was before Tom Brady.
Right,
came.
I know. That's why I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Right, I'm not. Right, I'm adding it together.
Legit,
Drew Bledsoe, right before, right.
Like,
Right.
He's cool.
Right, I'm saying it's the team. That's why I'm giving you the props. I'm saying I'm saying like you.
No, but it's funny. I just talked about that. Was it last week or week before last? I went on this rant talking about if your team is not if you're not in my division or you're not like a rival. Don't talk about my team.
Your team is in off season right now. You need to just
has been in the off season since.
If they won't be watching the game from the stands, then it's like, why are you even talking? Like, people be in my DMs, and I'm just like, who?
Right.
When was the last time they touched the Super Bowl? Have they ever seen a Super Bowl field? That's what I want to know.
Period.
So, G,
especially these Falcon fans.
Do you have any? I need some music, because I want to put her. So we're gonna put her. We usually do this with our guests when we have a special guest. So we're gonna put you in this chamber. For the 5 questions of fury. And I'm going to ask you some questions. You just want your answers, okay?
Okay.
So, you ready, G? You go ahead and hit it up with it. So, since you just talked about, eating whatever is good. So, at a Super Bowl party, if there was a platter, you had a platter of wings, rotel dip, and vegetable tray, which one would you choose from?
Probably the vegetable.
Did she just tell us?
Did she just tell me?
I know.
Did she just say that trainers don't?
I'm not a wings fan, and I don't care about.
Okay. All right, cool. So now, if taking a road trip driving, what is the number 1 album in rotation that comes to like what you playing first? What's your go-to?
Probably LMA. I love her. She's amazing.
Okay. All right.
Or SZA, one of those.
Okay. Now, playing football, whether it's rugby, the LFL, or flag, what would you rather do? Run someone over or juke them?
Juke them. I'm not a contact person. I know it's weird, but I'm just not.
Barry Sanders.
Don't touch me.
Hey,
don't touch me.
Some of those runs, I saw the defender. You ain't really juke them. They moved out the way because they was scared.
They didn't want no smoke.
They made a business decision.
You know what? I'm going to make the right decision.
Right. Try to play it off. Like, no, she ain't juke her. But anyway, all right. Now, what professional athlete, besides Barry Sanders,
thank you,
would you want to sit down and talk to?
Do they have to be alive?
No.
FloJo. Yeah, she's my idol. Yeah, I modeled my track career around her. I tried to, I tried.
FloJo.
That's dope.
I love FloJo.
Man. I bet everybody.
And the last question, what is your favorite go-to comedy movie?
Ooh, that's tough. say Friday because that sounds so cliche.
Hey, that's.
Yeah, I guess Friday. I don't know. That's tough.
I'm cool.
What's the other one? The South Central. Don't be a menace.
Don't be a menace.
Yeah, that. Yeah. Why is that title so long? I just realized.
Yeah,
Right.
because they was playing off of the.
That's actually probably it. Yeah.
Don't be a menace.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you survived it. Once again, it's Miss Santia, Queen of Abs Deck, also known as Trackbaby. You can follow her on IG at Trackbaby0001. Man, 001. I said 3.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, because you know why? The station is WWWE.
Oh.
So I always say WWE, and I'm like, let me make sure I say it 3. So I apologize, but man, it was a pleasure having you on. Of course, you got to come back next time you come back when the show. You know, if you come back before or when you come back again and y'all in the show, we expect the cameras and everything to be in here.
The show.
Right.
We need that.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back.